Hello, everybody. Good evening and happy Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to give this a second to load on my phone and on my computer. I'm going to try and get organized here, and then we'll get started. Hello, Margaret Ann. Hello, Aviva. Good evening, everybody. Okay, it's good to see some names popping up. Hello, Natalie. All right, let me introduce myself for those that are watching for the first time. My name is Zara Premji, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Markham, Ontario, Canada. And every Wednesday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you will find me here ready for a paper crafting tutorial. And I'm seeing so many friends hop on. Hi, Heather. Hi, Shelly. Hello, Sonia. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, listen, Natalie, you got a top fan badge. That's really cool. I don't even know how one gets that, but you are clearly a top fan. So awesome. So for those of you that are watching, please do say hello as you're hopping on. If you are watching for the first time, please do tell me that below in the comments. And if you are watching the replay, I would love to hear from you as well. And if you are back again for the second or 10th or 15th time, thank you so much for hanging out with me. So I am just going to be doing some crafting tonight. So I will tell you, I'm going to be doing a simple card this evening. Well, because that's kind of my style. I like simple stamping, and I like to share ideas and solutions that will inspire and enable you to create projects in a short amount of time. So I don't want to, my goal is always for people to not feel overwhelmed or feel like they need too many products or need too much time. I'm a busy mom myself, and so I know what that's like. And so sometimes we just want to be able to enjoy the joy of crafting and have something to send to somebody, but without spending too much time. So I'm going to show you a quick project. There is kind of a theme to what I'm doing tonight. Let me say hello to a few more friends. Hi, Jamie. Yes, you'll take top fan. I will happily hand that to you. I don't even know how I did it, but or how Facebook did it. I don't know what it means, but happy to have you here. Hi, Jen Mock. Hi, Andra. Oh, hello, friends. Hi, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you a gift giving idea today. Okay, so we've got Mother's Day coming up in about a week and a half. We've got the end of the school year coming up, so teacher appreciation gifts. I have that in mind. There's graduations, maybe some weddings, maybe virtual, maybe in person, depending on where you are. And so this is a real huge season for gift giving. So I wanted to share an idea, a simple idea that you could create as a handmade gift to give to somebody. But I'm going to talk about a few other ideas as well. Now keep in mind that these are things that you can make and give to people, but if you yourself are a crafter, you might want to ask for these for yourself. If you have a birthday coming up, if you're celebrating Mother's Day, or just because you're awesome and you deserve a gift, these might be some ideas that you might want for yourselves, okay? So before I go any further, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a busy mom of three. I've got three kids. One is almost 15, one is almost 13, and one is 7. So it is a very, very busy life. I work as an occupational therapist in the school board. So I work with students with special needs and support them to be able to participate in their school programming and environment, which is a very different feel right now as we are doing this all virtually. But as you can imagine, it's a super busy life. And so I feel like sometimes I just need an outlet. I need something to just kind of distract me, take my mind off of things. And I find that when I'm doing something for someone else or in that space of creating for someone else, then that brings me joy and helps me to kind of put aside the stressful things in my life. So anyway, I started crafting about 8 years ago. I was invited to a stamping workshop and I went reluctantly. I just knew I needed a night out. And so I went. I had never paper crafted before. Well, that's a lie. I had never really done any card making, but I had pretended to be a scrapbooker. So I bought a whole bunch of scrapbooking stuff, but really never used it. But I just really needed the night out. And so I went and I got hooked immediately. And I decided I wanted to fit this hobby into my life because I knew it would be good for me. And so then I ordered a whole bunch of product and I started sharing it with others. And that's actually my greatest joy. So I love doing these Facebook Lives. I love sharing ideas and inspiration. And I just love connecting with all of you. So I feel like we're all like hanging out having coffee, even though we're not actually together. Hello, Angela. Hello, Heather, Janice. Hi, friends. Okay, so are we ready to get started? Thank you for being here today. If you have friends that you think might enjoy watching a crafting tutorial, or just might need a distraction or something to uplift them, then you can tag them below or share this video with them, and I would so appreciate that. And I'm sure maybe your friends would too if they enjoy it. I will share with you that today is an exciting day. It's my 19th anniversary, and I keep joking. I'm like, how can I be married for 19 years when I'm only 30? But I'm actually not 30. But I feel like 19 years is just a really long time. And just to say it makes me feel super old. I still remember my wedding day like it was yesterday. We had a huge hailstorm. It poured rain the whole day. That's kind of hard to forget. But yeah, it's been 19 years, and I did have to count on my fingers because I was like, is it really 19? I don't know. So yeah, so 19 years, a little bit of a different way to celebrate. Normally we have a tradition where we go out for a dinner, go for dinner at our favorite restaurant, the Keg. And I think that's everywhere, right? Do they have a Keg in the States? I'm not sure. I don't know if it's just a Canadian thing. Anyway, so we decided tonight we would get takeout from the Keg, and we would have dinner at home, and we would start a new Netflix series because we're like almost finished Netflix. We've almost finished all the shows on Netflix, it feels like. So we finished one yesterday, and we're going to start a new one. Okay, I'm done. I won't talk for too long. I'll get to the crafting now. Thank you for all the anniversary wishes, my friends. We just had a lovely dinner, and I told my husband it's Facebook Live tonight, so I still will be doing my live, and then we will be watching TV and maybe having a glass of wine together. You're not familiar with the Keg? Okay, maybe that's a Canadian thing then. It's like an amazing steakhouse. And every year on our anniversary, we go there for dinner. But luckily, they were doing takeout. Yes, I am lucky to be married to my love for half my life. Okay, friends, thanks for your patience. What I was about to say, just as I got cut off, was that Jen Hill is my buddy in Florida. And Jen Hill and I are running our second stamp camp together on June 5th. So the registration is open. A lot of people that attended the last one have registered for our next one. I'm going to be putting up an event in the next day or two. And so the way that Stamp Camp works is you are going to get to make 10 cards. So you'll do 5 using one stamp set, 5 using another stamp set. So you get lots of different inspiration and ideas. It's a half day of just kind of relaxing and crafting. You get free product, you get, there's inspiration, there's product demonstrations, there are prizes and games, and it's just a lot of fun. So Jen and I do it together. So what's really great about that is if you're in the US, you can still join in. And if you're in Canada, you join in with me. And if you're in the US, you join in with Jen. So it's going to be lots of fun. And so we have a few more spots available, and I will put up information about that, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's get started with the crafting. And I will try and stay on the screen. I know last time I was a little bit too far down. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about what we are doing. So we're talking about gift ideas, and I'm going to show you a couple of things in the catalog. Actually, what I will show you is the project that I'm going to be creating. So what you see here is this really cute acetate card box, and in here are 3 cards. There's actually a 4th, but that's one of my samples that I'm going to show you. And I love this as a gift idea. My mom is always asking me for handmade cards, and so I think what a great gift this would be to give to someone. And I know that teachers are always looking for thank you cards at the end of the year. So to create 4 or 5 or 6 beautiful thank you cards and then put them in a cute box and package it up real pretty and give it to someone is a really nice gift. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. I'm going to actually be showing you one of the cards, and then stick around to the end because I'm going to open this up and show you the other 3 cards in there. So you'll see the array of 4 different cards, and yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Okay, pull my camera down a little bit. I'm at the bottom of my screen. All right, hold on. So the base of my camera mount is in the way, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure what else to do. Is that any better? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this, and I'm going to work in this area here, okay? One day I'll get this right, guys. Okay. Is that better? All right, okay. Hopefully you guys got to see the little card box. So I'm going to be showing you the rest of the cards in here at the end. So make sure that you stick around. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of different gift ideas. The first one that I want to talk to you about is our kits, okay? So this is really great as a gift. It's also really good if you are new to stamping. So if you are what you would consider a beginner stamper, or you tend to find that you want to make quick cards and don't have a ton of time or don't want to invest in a ton of supplies, then our card kits are great. So we've got this one here called the Simply Citrus card kit. And so this is one of my favorite kits. So it's fun, it's lively, it's vibrant, it's happy. It's got a citrus theme, and I love lemons, and it's colorful, and I love that it's all occasion. So this is what the box looks like, okay? So you get it in this beautiful craft box, and you can see that there are lemons on the outside of the box. And then inside you get all sorts of fun little goodies. You get your pre-printed and pre-cut and scored card bases, okay? So everything's already done for you, essentially. You're going to get stamps. This one is a little bit of a mess. So you're going to get stamps in your kit. You also get a little ink spot. So this is more than enough to complete all your cards and then have some left over. You get envelopes that are coordinating. You get all your die cut and punched pieces, and I'll show you what some of the finished cards look like, okay? So we've got this Hello Sunshine, Just a Note, Thanks for Being You, Way to Go, and then I think there might be one more which I don't have in here. But you can also see that the envelopes are lined and they coordinate really nicely with your cards, okay? So, I mean, everything that you need to be able to make, I think it's 15 cards in this one, is included in the box. So this is a really great gift idea. I do these every year for teachers. I order these and give them away to teachers because I know that they're often in need of thank you cards. So that's a really great gift idea. And that one is actually retiring on May 3rd, okay? So that you can get for a limited time. We also have, oh, thank you. Thanks, Jenna. Hi, Shannon. All right. And so we also have the gorgeous posies. Where is it? Hold on. Okay, so we've got the Gorgeous Posies kit. Now this one's a little bit different because some of the materials that you would want to complete these projects are sold separately. So this would be for someone who I would say is already has some experience stamping, might have a few things on hand, maybe a block and maybe some adhesives, and then they can either use a stamp set that they already have, or you can purchase the coordinating stamp set, which is called Gorgeous Posies, okay? So the way that the kit works is that there are all sorts of pieces in here as well, and you can see, I'm going to show you some of the cards. They're gorgeous. They've also got coordinating envelopes. Hang on, everything is buried here. I think I might have made all the cards in here, so let's go through some of these. But all the cardstock and the little punched out pieces are all included in the kit. So we've got this one here. Let me move my catalog out of the way, and I'll show them to you. So we've got this one here, and then we've got a Get Well Soon, and then we have this one here for a very kind and thoughtful friend, and then we've got Celebrating Your Day. Okay, so then you've got multiples of each. I've used some of these to give away to people, but can you imagine if you either created the cards and put them in the box, or you gave the kit to somebody to be able to create on their own? What a lovely gift that would be. So this is also going to be retiring on May 3rd. So definitely want to get your hands on that. This is a really great gift idea. And again, even if it's something that you just want for yourself, it's a really great gift to yourself. And we all need a little something to pick us up right now, don't we? Okay. So that's one thing that works. And then of course, you know, crafting supplies. So if you have a crafter, if you're, you know, mom, or you know, a teacher or a friend who is a crafter, then you can also kind of put together a bundle of products that you think that they might like. The one that I'm going to be using tonight that I think is fantastic, but is sadly retiring, is our Butterfly Gala stamp set. So this is a stamp set that is photopolymer, and it's got 18 stamps in it. It has a variety of sentiments and images. You guys hear me say that all the time, but I really do love that feature because it's basically one-stop shopping. So you only need one set because you've got everything that you need in it to be able to create some gorgeous cards. This stamp set also coordinates with the Butterfly Duet Punch. Okay, so this punch here will punch out 2 butterflies, and you'll be able to see this when I actually start creating the project, but it'll actually punch out, these stamps come together. So the 2 butterflies will stamp as one, and then you can punch them out, and then you've got 2 little butterflies to be able to use on your project, okay? So this was sold as a bundle in our last year's catalog. This year it's not sold as a bundle price. You can get the stamp set for $29, and the punch normally retails for $24, but it is now on sale for $9.60. Like, I couldn't even believe that this punch is less than $10. So you're getting the punch at 60% off. So the entire bundle, if you bought them together, would be $38.60, which is super cheap. Okay. So this I would say this is definitely one that you'll want to have in your arsenal of products, and you can order that from my online store. But again, this will probably sell out soon, and if not, it's definitely retiring on May 3rd. The last thing I'm going to show you in the catalog is our acetate card boxes. So these are in our annual catalog on page 152. You get a package of 10, and it's $9.50. And these are great for, like I said, packaging up some beautiful cards. You can also put some treats in here. You can put some tissue or paper shred, and then put other sorts of gifts and things like that in there. Okay, so really versatile, definitely a good thing to have. And I'm going to show you how you can use that as a gift. So the card that I'm going to be showing you is this one here, and it's a really simple layout, okay? So I've just taken some designer series paper. I've cut 2 pieces that I'm using together that coordinate really nicely together, and then I've just stamped my sentiment, and I've stamped and punched out the butterfly. So it's a super simple card, and I will show you how to create it. So let's start with our designer series paper. So this is a brand new designer series paper. This is actually not available for sale to the public yet. Because I'm a demonstrator, I could pre-order it. So anyone that's a demonstrator can actually get product early, but if not, you can definitely order this starting May 4th. It's one of my favorite papers, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. So I've got a strip here, and I'm going to cut this twice. So the first one that I want is going to measure 3 inches by 4 inches. So I'm just putting this on my trimmer here, and I'm cutting that to 4 inches, and then I will trim that to 3. Okay, so I've got one piece ready to go. And then this one here, I'm going to cut at 5 1/4, like this, by 2 1/4. Hello, Anna. Hello, Lena. Is it freezing? Honestly, I'm not having much luck today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Where was I? So what did I say? 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. Okay. So that's it. So these 2 papers are going to layer over each other. Well, one's going to layer over the other. So let me get this out of the way. And then let's do some stamping and punching. So this is one of our new colors. This is called Pale Papaya. And it is a gorgeous new in color, which is going to be available May 4th. And oh my goodness, our new in colors are just so stunning. Shelly, is it any better? Oh my goodness, I'm so crooked. Hang on one second. Not my night, friends, not my night. Okay. I really hope this works, because if it hangs up again, I don't know if I'm going to jump back on, because I don't want to put you guys through that. All right, so let's do some stamping here. So I'm just using my Memento black ink, and I've already got one of the butterflies mounted on the block here. And I'm just going to ink this up. So our Memento ink is not necessarily as kind of soft and moist as our classic ink. So I do press a little bit harder when I am inking with this. And then I'm just going to stamp that straight down. And now I've got this really beautifully detailed butterfly on my cardstock, okay? Just simple. You could also stamp that on white. You could color it. There's all sorts of fun things you could do with it. Before I forget, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And I'm just using the thank you so very much greeting in this set. I love this one. I love the font. I love the combination of the script with the sort of block font. And I tend to need thank you cards often because I send them to my customers. And so having a thank you stamp in a lot of my sets is a necessity. Okay, So we've got our stamping done. Now let me show you how to use the punch. So you're just going to unlock that and you're just going to put this in and find it in the window. I will tell you, anytime Stampin' Up! Comes out with a set that has a coordinating punch, I will always buy it, because I told you I'm looking for quick and easy crafting ideas, and when you're punching, that definitely makes things quick and easy. Hello, Carol. Thank you. Thank you for the wishes. All right. So I'm just taking a piece of mint macaron cardstock. Like, you won't even believe how easy this card is to do. You can see I had a little smudge there, but that's going to get covered with my designer series paper, so it's all good. So I'm just going to take my Stampin' Seal, put a little bit on each side, and I'm just going to set that down here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one, and so it's just one is the flip side of the other. Okay, so they coordinate really nicely. I love this. This is Pale Papaya. I love that sort of peachy tone of the watercolored polka dots, and I think it coordinates really beautifully with this floral paper. I love anything with flowers. I love anything pink. So if Stampin' Up! Ever comes out with anything pink or floral, I have to have it. All right, so now I'm just going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals. Whoops. Do you guys like that I actually did my nails? They were looking a little rough this weekend. My daughter commented on them. She's like, Mommy, your nails don't look so nice, because they were all chipped from my last little paint job. And so I took it off, and then I actually did a bright punchy color. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing with my dimensional here. So I would like to stick this butterfly on, but I don't want this top corner to kind of sag down. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just taking my dimensional and just putting it under the top corner. I'm going to peel the backing and then stick that down, okay? And then I'm just going to take my butterfly, and I'm just actually using my fingers to crease it a little, just to add a little bit of dimension. And then I'm just sticking that down there, okay? You could take the other butterfly and layer it right on top. Do you guys want to see that? Yeah, that looks kind of pretty. Actually, no, I think I'm going to leave it off. Sorry. I know I asked you a question and then I didn't really listen. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is use our linen thread. And we'll get that little dimensional backing out of the way. And I'm going to use the linen thread here. And then I just use my thumbnail to remove some of that. It's kind of quite kinked. So I just use my thumbnail to just straighten it out a little bit. And then just adjust so that I like the size of the loops and the tails. And grab my paper snips here. And then again, just using the thumbnail to straighten that out a little bit. Okay, I'm almost done my card. I know, it's so hard to believe how fast this card is. And like I said, don't run away, because I'm going to show you the other cards so you can see some of the different colors and patterns. So I'm just using my glue dot here. Whoops. And then I'm just going to tuck that just at the bottom of the label. What do you guys think? Like, so simple, right? Hello, Lorraine. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let me grab my take your pick tool, and I'm just using these little genial gems, and I'm going to pop, actually maybe I want a larger one, because I'm only going to put one gem on here. These are new as well. These are in our new annual catalog. And so if you like, you can order all of these products beginning, the paper and the gems, you can order beginning May 4th. You can also get your hands on the new in color paper. If you feel like you cannot delay gratification and you need to have these things now, then definitely the starter kit is the best deal. But I would suggest maybe waiting till May 4th, because we have an amazing deal coming up on our starter kit. Okay, so that is the card. Should we decorate the envelope? I feel like we should. So let me grab some more of the designer series paper. And what do we want? Do we want the floral or the polka dots? You guys tell me, do you want the floral or the polka dot design showing? I'm gonna wait and see what you guys think. Majority wins. Maybe I need like at least 2 or 3 responses. Do you want to see the flap with the flowers or with the polka dots here? And while I wait for you guys to respond, I'm going to move a few things out of the way. Floral. Andra says floral, floral. Okay. You guys have my heart. You know that. Okay. Let me get my adhesive. And I normally do this with liquid glue, but I'm going to do it with my Stamp and Seal here. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit on each side. And then we're just going to take this and line it up with the seam of the envelope. Okay, so in case you're, you know, when you get your designer series paper, I hear a lot of people saying, I have so much paper, I don't know what to do with it, or I'm afraid to cut it. Chop the paper, okay? Chop the paper, because you can just see how easy it is to make a really beautiful, simple card by just throwing on a few pieces of your designer series paper or your pattern paper. Okay, so you can do this with any paper you have. And if you get this butterfly stamp set and punch and you don't have this paper specifically, you can see that you can do this with any pattern you have. Okay, all right, so don't leave your envelopes naked, my friends. You've got to decorate those envelopes. So what do you think? Does that not look so easy? Could you not see yourself making a card like that in 5 minutes or less? I had to keep it quick today because, you know, it's anniversary night and we're gonna binge watch some more Netflix. Okay, so let me show you the other cards because I promised you I would show you. So this is it in mint macaron with this pattern. Thank you, my friends. I'm glad that you like it. Let me show you the other cards. So I kept it pretty simple in terms of the card base colors. So I did 2 with mint macaron. Let's move this out of the way so you can just get a look. Okay, so this one here is a different pattern in the paper. I used the Blushing Bride and then a different pattern of this one. And then I did the butterfly in the Blushing Bride. So I kind of just went with whatever color was this long panel on the left was the color that I chose for the butterfly. Okay, so it didn't pop out too much. But again, you can use anything that you have on hand. And then we've got this one here, which is in Pool Party. And I used the yellow piece here. And then I also used the yellow, well, not yellow, it's called Daffodil Delight. I use the Daffodil Delight cardstock for the butterfly. And then this one here is using the Pool Party and the Highland Heather. Okay, so hopefully, let me just look on my screen to make sure that you guys can see them all. And then you can tell me what you think. And I did a variety of sentiments. So I did the thank you so very much. And then I did the good things in life are better with you. And I did hello beautiful. And then on the outside of the box, I used 2 strips of designer series paper. I used the same one that I used on the card. Is this gonna close? It's not normally this difficult to close. And I've got a little mini dimensional in there. But so what I did was I took a strip of 2 inches and then another strip that measured 1 inch thick. And then I wrapped it around the box. The seam is actually under this die cut here. And then I used my die to just stamp. And then it looked a little bit too stark. So I just used my black marker and just created a little bit of splatter, but it's not necessary. And then I used both of the butterflies on the box. So what do you guys think of that? So cute, right? So pretty. Yes, totally looks like spring. I'm just like smitten with this paper. I'm smitten with these colors. I love all the subtles. So that's it, my friends. And honestly, this project I did in under half an hour. And I just think, like, I'm going to give this to my mom for Mother's Day as well as some other goodies. But I just feel like that would be such a lovely gift to give somebody. And you know what? We all need cards. We all love to send cards. So even if you have friends that are not necessarily crafty, I know that they would love getting, you know, a box of little cards from you. So just a lovely little gift. And you know what? Drop a comment below and tell me who else you think might enjoy getting a box of cards like that. And I'll just show you how easy it is to put these. Actually, yeah, I'll put that back in here so you can see. All right, let's get that little guy out of there. And then you're just gonna flip these out here. And then I just tuck these in. It worked really well the first time. Hopefully it'll work this time. And there you go, you've got your cards in here. And then you can actually, so I think I fit 4 cards and 4 envelopes quite easily. I'm wondering if you could squeeze in more, but I'm not going to do that here. You could probably do 5. There you go. And there's the little gift. So let's see. So Andra, your mom bought a bunch of boxes of cards off of you at Christmas and gifted them to her neighbors. I just think that it's such a great idea. I gave something like this to a girlfriend of mine. And I made a bunch of cards and then I put them in a cute box and gave them to her, and she just loves it. She's like, it's so nice because I always have cards on hand now to send out. So you got 6 cards and envelopes in the boxes, but they're supposed to hold 5. You know what? I do kind of feel like I could probably squeeze in another, but it is flattening the butterflies. Let me just see a few more comments here. Yes, Jen, it's hard to get cards anywhere now. Well, all the card stores are closed, and I'm not complaining because I love making them anyway, but yeah, your sister-in-law would love it, Natalie. I'm glad that you guys like it. So I'm always here to try and inspire and give you some ideas to use your crafting supplies. If you don't already have this punch, I really recommend getting it because I think butterflies you can use them for so many different occasions. So this is available in my online store. Like I mentioned, the stamp set is regular price but retiring at the end of, May 3rd. And then the punch is regularly $24 on sale for $9.60. So I'll throw some links in the description. So if you do want to go ahead and shop, you have the links to do that. And if you use my host code and your order is $50 or more, you're also going to get a free embellishment. You'll get 2 tutorial bundles and you'll get a handmade card for me. So if you do need any crafting supplies, you can definitely get those in my online store. So that's it, my friends. I really appreciate you coming back for take 2 and for hanging out with me. And I love my Wednesday evenings with all of you. So thanks so much and have a great week. And I'll be back here on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock for coffee and a card. We'll see you then. Bye.